Hello, this is Godel. Welcome back to Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series. So today I've taken a look and we have like a lot of puzzles available today, like just a crazy amount. Here's our starting puzzle count, 15,517. Whoa, whoops, I still have the plus 46 from last episode. You didn't see that. Anyways, 15,517. So right now, currently available, there are 75 puzzles in the Serene Deluge, 32 in Shady Wildwood, and 25 in Verdent Glenn. So right now I'm thinking like I'm gonna go and do maybe a little bit in the other zones and see if I maybe cap off in the Serene Deluge, or maybe I will finish up in the other two zones and then just see what my time is at. Maybe like separate the Serene Deluge into a separate episode that I might record like tomorrow or something. I don't have time to do a back-to-back recording right now, but yeah, there's a lot of puzzles available right now. Here, we can take a look to see exactly how many. 6 matchboxes out of the 7 left, so that's pretty good. All of the remaining sightseers are left. Oh man, there's 1 Sentinel Stone. All of the remaining hidden cubes are available right now. All but 4 of the remaining hidden rings are available right now. All but 4 of the remaining hidden archways. 9 logic grids. There's the last flow orb is available. The last 2 glide rings are available. 3 of the last 5 wandering echoes. Wow, it's just like so many in here. I'm like tempted to stay, but then like we probably have a similar situation in the Verdent Glen, right? Where it's like, yeah, the last 2 sightseers are over there as well right now. The last 3 hidden rings. The last 8 hidden archways. Yeah, I mean, let's just go over and start in Verdent Glen, and we will get through whatever we get through. And I've lost my OBS window. Here we go. So I can keep an eye on the time we're spending in the episode. So we're starting this area at about 2.5 minutes. Let us start looking for stuff, I guess. I mean, do we have match 3s? I didn't even look at that. Match 3s, we do not have any available right now. Okay. Good to know. So I don't need to worry about wall slabs, right? I do not need to worry about wall slabs. Morphic fractals are also done. So we are looking for hiddens and whatever else was available today. I like forgot already. So good stuff. My memory works well. Alright, just taking a quick look up here. There's often radars up here, but nothing up here today. Let's go. Geez, having a kind of dry start on Verdent Glen is not ideal. I think I see a wandering echo down there. Yeah, there we go. We can start with this. Here's our first puzzle of the episode. Oh, and it's a mid-air wandering echo. That's fun. Oh, just a big loop-de-loop. Alright, I'll take it. Here's a hidden archway. We'll absolutely take that. Alright. Do we have grids? Apparently we do have grids. We have 5 logic grids. Okay, and all dark regions have area 5. Whoops. Wrong color. Alright. We are going to need to re-scout these zones once we actually get a puzzle radar. It's kind of like why I don't actually really like scouting without puzzle radar anymore, because it's like, well, we're going to have to come back anyways, make sure we didn't miss anything. But like, what am I going to do? Like, I don't have any puzzle radar, so I'm looking for one right now. So yeah. New light motifs in Autumn Falls are not going to help us, unfortunately. With so many of the puzzles we still need here being a hidden puzzles, though we have found 2 on our own. Alright, here we go. Here's our first actual puzzle radar. Let me charge up jump first, and then I'm going to pick it up. And there's nothing in range over here. That's actually kind of surprising. Did we have cubes? Sorry, hidden cubes. No, we do not. Okay. Hidden cubes are what I wanted to go check up against that wall for. Alright, here we have a ring up there. I'll come back to up there. There's one of our 2 sightseers. We have 3 markers left. Gotta keep my eyes open for puzzle radars too. Gee, I feel like we fly so slow when we're up this high. Whoops. There we go. Nailed it. Alright, I think that's all of the markers we had. Let's go get this archway. Maybe we can get that archway as well. Alright, it was roughly this direction. Alright, should be around here somewhere. Here it is. Alright, nice. Alright, and we will put our warp beacon here to continue with the next puzzle radar we find. Let's get this mid-air wandering echo, I guess. Oh. Very, very cute. Alright, whoever made that one must have been, like, that must have been their first day on the job, and they thought that was cool. I'm kidding, of course. Alright, we're just going down this cliffside. I think we're done, though. Yeah, alright. We had the hidden ring over there, and what did I mark over here? Sightseer? Yeah, sightseer. Okay, let's get the sightseer. Maybe it'll take us closer to the hidden ring. Or not, perhaps, but maybe. This looks like the quest for... not quest for perfection, the match 3 speed challenge. Let's go hop up there really quick. It is not up here, in fact, but I will get this ring since I'm already up here at this level. Alright, can I reach it with this? No, they're really gonna make me spend a whole super jump to get up here, huh? Now, I didn't fully scout... Ooh, puzzle radar. Didn't fully scout, this corner over here, just because I don't think there's anything over there, but maybe I should do it just in case. Also, I, like, totally forgot I'm holding on to this, sightseer. Let me go do it. Alright, we should be standing roughly here-ish somewhere. Excellent. We got that. Let's take this puzzle radar. Since I'm up here, let's go up to that, like, northern corner, just to make sure we're all clear over there before I warp to where my beacon is. I know I still have the logic grid over there marked as well, but I am unconcerned with it at the moment. And here we can use this to get a momentum boost. Alright, carry the momentum a good bit there. I want to go... Aha, see? Yeah. I knew there was a good chance something was over here. I wanted to go and make sure we have kind of cleared this corner in general. Oh no! Come on, why you gotta do this? So logic grid over there. We can definitely snipe it. Boink! And... Alright. We are all good in this corner. We have another puzzle radar even. That's excellent. Let's go back over here and continue scouting in this direction. So we marked a logic grid over here. How many markers do we have left? I think we have 2 left. Alright, I want to tag this and then not lose sight of that, and then get another thing. There was another hidden archway somewhere I lost track of, but let me get this grid, since I saw that before it was gone. Ooh, and another puzzle radar. How about that? Connect all light and dark. Okay, well, We know about the border rule, which at this point, this puzzle would not expect us to know about that rule, so pretty funny for it. We know about the no checkerboard rule, which applies here. Alright. Light, 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 light. Okay, good. Let me go get this Wandering Echo so I can move this marker to this puzzle radar. Okay. Let's do it. Please don't make me fly between these pillars. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. Got this archway next. Let's do this grid over here now. Alright, simple one pipper. I was like, wait a second, why does this look so easy? The answer, it is. So, totally didn't overthink that or anything like that. Nope, not me. Alright, so question, do we want to go for this puzzle radar or go and do the other one over there? I think since we're already over here, let's go ahead and knock this one out, though. Alright, don't see anything over here. We do have a Wandering Echo up here. I kind of want to cut to over here-ish. Okay, this is good. Good clearance in that direction. Let me mark this. I thought I saw something up there, but it was just a thing. I don't need to mark this. Let me just grab it. Let's warp. Here's that archway that I saw that I didn't actually, like, clock its position, but we got it now, so we're all good. Alright. A lot of Wandering Echoes here today. Holy moly. Is that, like, all of the Wandering Echoes that were left over in the map? Alright, we're all good on this area. Oh, no, we're not. There is a hidden ring up here. Let's not miss that. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up what we marked. How are we doing on Wandering Echoes? There's like, this must be all of them. Yeah, this is all of the rest of the ones that we needed, so. Wandering Echoes are going to be done from this zone next. Oh, and speaking of puzzles that are done from zones, I should take a look to see what our daily quest is, because we need points if we're going to finish off our cosmetics. And, I shouldn't be doing too many puzzles without having a quest, otherwise we're not going to be able to get the quest completion, so let's take a look. 20 puzzle boxes or matchboxes sounds alright. 5 hidden pentads is an absolute no, so let's just take this one. Let's see, where do we want to go exactly? I feel like we might be done with Verdent Glenn after we finish these couple that I have marked, but I'll double check before I take the next puzzle radar. Are you going on a freaking journey with this Wandering Echo? Alright, let me take a quick look at what we have left here. Still missing a Sightseer. Still missing a hidden archway. Still missing one logic grid. We have another one marked. Still missing a Wandering Echo. Oh, jeez. We're missing a lot of stuff, surprisingly. It must be kind of concentrated in this corner, because we didn't... I mean, we swept the rest of the map pretty thoroughly, I would say, so... Alright, let's do this logic grid and then continue sweeping around on this side. Don't place any dark tiles. Challenge complete. Alright, let's go this way. Yep, here's a logic grid that we missed. Sightseer. Oh, is this like all of the puzzles we were looking for? That would be kind of funny if so. Also, it's kind of silly that I came up here and I didn't see any of these. Like, what is wrong with me? Alright, I think this is all the puzzles that were left, so let me just go ahead and start doing them instead of running around here. Alright, Wandering Echo done. I'll do that Sightseer last, I think. Alright, 5 no squares. No squares, no dark squares means we need a dark up here, or a light up here. Alright. Alright, and our Sightseer is going to be our last puzzle. Just double checking one more time because I felt like I kind of rushed through checking before. So 1 Sightseer. We just finished like a whole lot of types of puzzles. We finished all Hidden Archways. We finished all Wandering Echoes, and we're about to be done with all Sightseers. So, pretty huge progress, I would say. And this looks like it's just up here. Goodbye, Sightseers from Verdent Glenn. Won't be missing you. Alright. So now we can take a quick look around to see if there's any last chance we run into a puzzle radar that we can take to Shady Wildwood, which I have decided is where we're going to go next. And not that I'm seeing, so we're just going to go ahead and go, I think. Oh, actually one spot. There is one spot that I feel like every time I look... Okay, it wasn't that spot, but I'll definitely take it. There's one spot I feel like every time I look there's a puzzle radar in there, so let's go and see if that's a true statement for this moment in time. Oh, and there's another one down there. Very nice. 2 puzzle radars in the bag for Shady Wildwood. But yeah, down here feels like I frequently find a puzzle radar, so do we have one today? No? Well, darn. How about this little hole? Oh, okay. We do have one over here. How about this little hole, though? I feel like this is also a fun place for one, but no dice. Alright. 3 is plenty. So let's go ahead and... let's take this one first. Oh, why did I warp away from that one? I should have taken that one. Well... I'm just gonna go back over there. Be right back. Okay. That was a big blunder. Well, wasted like 30 seconds of my life. How dare I? Okay. We are now in the Shady Wildwood. Of course, there's a puzzle radar literally right here. Mark that. We have, I believe, 2 markers left. There's a flow orb up there. That should be easy to remember or find. Okay, we're done with markers, or we're out of markers, I should say. Let's... Wait, where is this? Is this outside? Okay, it's outside. There's a hidden cube here. There is a grid here, a grid there. Kind of want to get these hidden puzzles as the priority since they are fast. Alright. There is a arch here and then a cube down here somewhere. If I heard it, I went past it. Let me see, where is it? There it is. Alright, and let me see if I can remember where those 2 grids on this path were. There's one of them. I think the other one was further back. Is that it over there? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright. So we got some galaxies going on over here. Looking okay so far. Block that. Let's see, this can't continue and that can't continue, so that's all done. No special rules here. This 3 is done. That definitely can't connect. Alright, that can't connect, so we're all done with that one. And then, what do we got here? More symmetry? Okay. I can handle symmetry. I don't think these can handle being symmetrical, though, so let's block that. Block that. Those definitely can't handle it. And we're all done with that. Okay. Now we can do our marked puzzles. What did I mark exactly? I don't really remember what I marked. I was just throwing waypoints out when I saw the icons. A glide ring over here, okay. I think we might be done with glide rings over here as well after today. No, we're gonna have one more left after today. Pretty close, though. Oop, need some more height. Alright, we got it. We want to go... Let's do this... No, that's a puzzle radar, never mind. Let's not do the puzzle radar. Ooh, the ethereal sky drop is here. Let's see if we can find where that actually is. So there's a big one here, there's a smaller one here. Here we go. Nice. Love to see the sparks from that. 200 sparks and 1000 skydrop mastery. Not that we need the skydrop mastery anymore, but the sparks are very nice. That's like almost an entire luminous quest, like the lower value one. Alright, pick up this logic grid. Can't match those together. All light regions have area 9. Okay, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say these probably do go together. I'm not so sure, actually. So if we go here, we have to mirror this way. And then we can't go further this way. I'm gonna have to doodle this because I can't visualize so many things at once, I feel like. So this is dark. Then this is dark. And then this is dark. These definitely just can't touch. Okay, yeah, we cannot connect those, so... that's gonna be in the dark there. I think we need to do something like this on this side, and then this has to connect over here. Probably like that. That's 9. Alright, there we go. All done. Alright, oh, another puzzle radar. Very nice. Where is this, low orb I saw? Oh, here it is, okay. I'm surprised I never found this. Is this our last flow orb? This is our last flow orb, okay. So we're making an S. Alright, easy platinum. What do we have marked up here still? So we have our puzzle radar marked up here. This was the marker for the flow orb, so I'm good to clear that one. Alright, so we have puzzle radar, and puzzle radar marked over here. Let's go get this puzzle radar, just so we can free up the marker. And then we're going to have 3 markers to use with this one. Here we go. We're gonna warp back to Shady Wildwood. And I think let's go, like, southwest-ish, so, like, this direction. Oh, there is a hidden archway over here. Let's mark that. So yeah, I'd like to check this corner. Usually has a good amount of goodies. Let's fly between the tree. Oh no, I lost my flight. Oh well. We have 2 markers left. Mark that. Mark this. Alright. I'm gonna do a cheeky trick here to save some backtracking. Alright, I've started the flow, or the, what's it called? Glide ring, but I am just kind of taking the buff with me. Alright, there is a crystal labyrinth over here, and not seeing anything else, so let's go back. Let's do the glide ring for real this time. Okay, we're going through the building. Oh, geez. Oh, I messed up. Let's just refresh our double jump. This is one of the slightly tougher ones, having you fly through narrow corridors. Maybe if I don't, like, hesitate so much and just go for it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. We had... What do we have over here? Leitmotif, right? And then I marked a hidden archway over there, right? Oh yeah, let's not forget this crystal maze. Let me do the maze before I forget it. This looks like a standard 3-floor maze, so... should be pretty easy. Alright, and we're gonna turn around. Good, let's go back to our pearl. Let's get this hidden archway I marked over here. And then I think I want to use a warp beacon kind of towards this direction. I think like on... I mean, up here is actually a pretty good spot for it. Maybe I'll just leave it up here. Alright, let's get the momentum from this. That was a pretty good fly around. That, like, saved us, even though it, like, launched us in the wrong direction. We were able to, like, turn it around and make a pretty fast trip over here to get to this puzzle radar. Alright, we're gonna take this. We're gonna warp. Alright. Sentinel Stone. I'm not actually too worried about missing that one. Let's go over here. We have 2 markers left. 1. Okay. 2. Oh, see, that's why I put a marker over there. Just to make sure we would not miss it. Not miss anything that's all the way over here, that is. Alright, we still have a couple seconds left on this. I'm gonna try to get whatever hidden puzzles I can, kind of accessible from this area. Let's go up here first. Again, I'm gonna do like a cheeky move with this glide ring, because I was using a super jump, but instead I'm going to use the glide ring to come down here, grab this, and then we can do the glide ring now. Alright. I hope there's not, like, rings I'm missing. I didn't really do a very good job looking around before I started flying through these. Oh, okay, we gotta go through kind of a tight spot. Okay, luckily that was the last one. Alright. Let's go clean up our trail. I know this is a hidden archway down here, so I'm actually going to fly over and go, like, kind of backwards. We can always warp back and drop down to it from our beacon. Let's go into this maze. I feel like we got close enough over here with the puzzle radar before to have scouted that area, so I don't think we need to re-scout it with the puzzle radar. Oop. Hit a glass wall there. Alright, pretty good time on that one. We got a 3-pipper right here. Let's go, 3-pip. Dark regions have area 4. Alright, well this can't be dark then, so this has to be light, and that has to be dark. So this has to be dark. And this has to be dark. This one could be dark. Well, it has to be dark, and then it has to go like that. This is an interesting shape, and that one is done. Alright, we gotta kind of scoot in here to get these. Or maybe scoot back, I guess, was the actual solution. Interesting. Alright, too lazy to, like, walk into that cliff, so I'm just gonna warp up here and then drop down. Alright, do we see anything else in this area before I bring a puzzle radar over here? Let's just take a quick look. I'm still going to bring a puzzle radar over here just for posterity, but if I saw anything I could do, I could save a beacon, you know? Okay. Ooh, hey, puzzle radar over here. Actually, let's just go ahead and use this so we can not have to worry about our beacons. We have 4 beacons available. Wow, there's a lot of things over here. I'll come back to those, probably. Probably not going to spend like an entire episode over there, or like the rest of... Oh no, what is this tree hidden archway? I'm not going to spend like a prolonged amount of time over there, just because it is a little late for me right now, so I don't want to be up super duper late trying to get full clears. Alright, we do need to get pretty close to this cliff to make sure we are getting all of the area that's up, like, potentially in the Autumn Falls area. But I think with this grid and that cube, we might have everything marked that we needed to mark. Oh, and that grid over there, apparently. Alright, so there was a grid over here. It's about 100 meters away, so should be either out here somewhere or like inside the building. Maybe it's on top of the building. Inside the building? I kind of hate to have to use a puzzle radar just to find like one more puzzle, but I guess we've done it before, so what would be different than that, you know? Oh no, I just broke something I had marked. Okay. Let's not worry about this anymore. We'll come back here with a radar, or we'll just use the radar that's sitting right over there. Whichever one works. Oh, never mind. Here we are. Alright, excellent. Okay, so dark, 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 dark. Light, light, light. Light, dark, light, light, dark. Sometimes I don't even feel like these are English words I'm speaking. One symbol per area. Okay, I wasn't even considering that rule up into that point. Alright, this has to go like that. Alright. Let's backtrack over to these grids next. I think what I unmarked was like a hidden archway or something. So, and I generally remember where it was. Connect all dark cells. One symbol per light area. Okay, and no square. So we need something over here, and that's the only thing that can do it. We need something over here. We need something there. Alright. About 40 minutes in, we're wrapping up the second zone here shortly. Yeah, like I said, I don't think this is going to be a full episode of Serene Deluge, just because there's actually more puzzles in Serene Deluge than there were in these two zones combined, so, like, there's no way I would be able to full clear it anyways, so... Alright, 6. And I guess there's 8. Whoops. We don't have any, like, special rules here, so... I guess we're just gonna pick that tile up, because we gotta. Now we need one more tile over here, and it can be either of these two, except not that one, so do the one it can be. What did I mark over there? Just a puzzle radar, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. See, this is a puzzle radar. This was a hidden archway down here. Dang, what did I mark? It was a hidden archway, wasn't it? I'm probably missing one hidden archway, and that's it. No, we have all the hidden archways. What did I mark then, and then unmark? Was it a puzzle radar? Oh, wait, it was a puzzle radar, wasn't it? Yeah, it was that puzzle radar that's like, roughly around here-ish, near the Great Pearl. So, I'm not actually worried about that one. I can remember where that one is. Let's take this puzzle radar. We don't need this waypoint, because we have the warp beacon over there. And... let's take this to the Serene Deluge, and I kind of want to focus on hidden puzzles. Oh my gosh, there's so many things here. Let's focus on hidden puzzles and puzzles we can do quickly. Okay, these must be inside the building. Don't. What? No, come on. My time, though. Alright, there's a hidden puzzle. That's world's longest hidden cube to pick up, though, I swear. Oh, how do you get out of here? Oh my god, that was awful. Alright, maze we can do. let's do this Wandering Echo that was over here before. We saw it earlier when we were running around in this area. Please don't go back up the other pillar. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, there was a dial over here. I'm just going to do the dial just because we're standing near it. Unless it's super annoying. This doesn't seem too bad if this resolves. And it did resolve, so that was not bad. Okay, we did do quite a bit with that. Let's go get my warp beacon puzzle so that I can move the warp beacon somewhere else. Alright. Alright, and I think there's going to be a couple puzzles I want to actually mark to do. Let's jump up here and get this matchbox. Oh, geez, it wasn't even high enough to reach. Oh, botched it. Uh-oh. I have given myself the matchbox glitch. Well, I don't think I can actually do anything to fix this, so that might be it for today's episode. Yep, how unfortunate. Can I warp beacon? Well, you know what? Sometimes the game just goes and says, hey, it's time to stop, buddy. Time to log off. So, that's going to do it for today's episode, unfortunately. Even though we had another puzzle radar ready to go, and we wasted a whole lot of one. Here is our puzzle stats info screen thingy. We started at 15,517, and our ending puzzle is... waiting for save stats to run. I have opened the wrong picture of save stats. Here we go. 15,582, so that is 65 puzzles. Very nice. Pretty good progress. Obviously not as much as the last two episodes because those were really long episodes. This brings our Verdent Glenn progress to 94%, Shady Wildwood is 95%, and Serene Deluge is unchanged. So thanks for watching. Let's take a quick look and see when these puzzles are resetting in Serene Deluge. Let's see, matchboxes are resetting in 5 hours. I won't be around for those. Hidden Ring is resetting in 7 hours. Probably going to miss that. Hidden Archway is resetting in 5 hours. Going to miss that probably. Logic Grid resetting in 3 hours. That's not that big of a deal. Glide Rings. I might go and do the Glide Rings off camera, although it requires me restarting the game. Oh wait, can I use I'm Stuck? No, of course that wouldn't work. Can I, like, solve an armillary ring? Will that fix it for me? There's, like, nothing I can do to get out of this, can I? I'm curious, if I solve an armillary ring, will, like, my hand, like, break free from this animation lock? I need to find an armillary ring to solve, though, is the problem. We're definitely not going to be able to solve, like, a sky drop with this, because... yeah, you gotta move for sky drops, so... any armillary rings we can solve from over here? It's gonna be so funny if this works. Puzzle radar! Save me! How about the lore fragment? Nope, I'm too far away to read the lore. Can't crouch, can't do anything, can't charge a super jump. Oh, wait, I think we can get this one, maybe. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, though, from this far away.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that's gonna work, actually. One of these rings is, like, perpendicular to our vision from over here.
Okay, what about anything else over here? Doesn't look like it. What about near our warp beacon? Was there an arbitrary ring? I can't even like put markers or move where our beam is or anything. All right, well, Autumn Falls. Did we go to Autumn Falls already? Oh yeah, we did. I was already up here. Were there no armillary rings? Like, where's all the armillary rings when you actually want them, right? Oh, hey. Here's one. We definitely can't solve that, though, so. What about that one over there? Oh, the game is like, you know, buddy, you're way too far away for that armillary ring. I've never seen it give me that message for an armillary ring. That's funny. Anywhere else we can go for an armillary ring? Let me check here one more time. Nope, that one definitely can't reach from here. Well, darn, this is unlucky. Honestly, I have no clue if this armillary ring thing would even work, but it was just a funny experiment I thought I would try, since we are stuck like this anyways. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.